An amazing thing happened at the canyon.
Aí, pessoal, suposto lobisomem aqui de Petrolina.
I was approached by something that cast a shadow.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Check this out.
It was getting aggressive with its movements on the side of the pole.
One man in Kaiser says he encountered the mythic beast.
This thing was 10 foot tall. He had beautiful hair. It scared me.
A strange sighting is baffling Hill Country Village residents tonight. This creature was caught on camera at a North Side neighborhood.
Eerie beings, creepy creatures, and humanoids hiding secrets. Caves harbor mysteries that are absolutely terrifying.
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
And if you're on a hunt for critters, then you better tag along for the mind-boggling discoveries that will leave you stunned. Ever heard about gremlins? The folklore creatures famous for their mischievous behavior? Well, some friends during their forest expedition came across some short beings that looked like they came straight out of a fairy tale. I mean, if you look at their sharp ears, you'll be convinced too. One of them had glowing eyes, while the other one had a bald head. Summing up all the courage, one of the friends began recording it for evidence, and surprisingly, the creatures didn't seem to mind at all. Just when the video hit online, it created quite a buzz, making people think these creatures are definitely elves from a hidden world, while others believe they are cursed beings. It hasn't revealed yet what this creature is, but this encounter really left us all fascinated, yet scared. Haunted Cave. In the mysterious Grand Canyon's caves, some explorers had a chilling surprise. While they were hanging out, one man heard eerie noises from the mountain, like someone was mourning. Well, curiosity and a bit of bravery led him to investigate. To his shock, he found a creature with glowing eyes staring back at him. Not believing his own eyes, the dude ran away, puzzled by what he had seen. He wondered if it was a monster no one had ever encountered before. Now, personally, I think it might have been an animal trapped, calling for help with those creepy sounds. What do you think it was? I'd really like to hear your thoughts on this one. Toopa Mystery. Look what some construction workers in the sewers captured at Toopa Test Range. This strange creature has caused quite the stir. With sharp, pointed teeth and an unsettling second mouth filled with human-like teeth, it's unlike any fish seen before. A double-mouthed mystery. Workers, frightened by its appearance, left the dark depths where it was found. Despite their fear, they managed to capture video footage, which spread like wildfire in the online community. People speculated, with some calling it the glorp, others suggesting it's the legendary Great Ohio Rizzler fish. Personally, I'm convinced it's no ordinary marine creature, but a genuine sea monster. What do you think about this eerie and unsettling discovery? Chewbaca! Wow, seems like Chewbacca's not just a fictional character. Yeah! On a dark, moonless night, a man driving through remote mountains spotted something eerie. A white, hairy creature clinging to the cliffs, unlike any known animal. Intrigued and trembling with fear, he dared to investigate. The creature's glowing red eyes emitted a chilling, almost demonic aura, scaring the life out of him. Despite his terror, he managed to capture it on camera, astonished by its calm ascent. Could this be Chewbacca, he thought, contemplating its resemblance to the legendary Wookiee? I mean, I'm pretty convinced this is a Wookiee. Just look at it. But what are your thoughts on the creature? Let me know down below. Giant Troll. Did you know about trolls, the legendary beings from Northern Europe? Well, one spelunker had a surprising encounter with one. Within a cave, he came across an ancient well and approached eagerly. Suddenly, a massive, hunched creature emerged, its eerie gaze fixed elsewhere. The spelunker, however, went unseen at first. until the creature sensed their presence and charged. The video, however, ended unexpectedly, but no worries, as the spelunker survived. But he was totally convinced that he'd encountered a troll and only narrowly avoided its grasp. Wendigo, or Skinwalker. Was it a mythical creature like a Wendigo or a Skinwalker? In the dense Tongass National Forest of Alaska, a wildlife photographer sought out signs of animal life. Instead, he encountered something straight out of some horror movie scene. As he listened, strange screams and roars echoed through the trees, compelling him to investigate. Climbing atop an old abandoned building, he scanned his surroundings. There, he spotted a figure moving through the underbrush, pale and unnaturally hunched. The photographer couldn't say for sure, but the encounter left him haunted by the mystery of what was hidden in the forest's depths. Haunting Stalker. Out on a night hike, a guy sensed he wasn't alone and began feeling uneasy. Someone or something seemed to be following him through the dark woods. Desperate, he ducked into a small cave, hoping to evade his unseen pursuer. Heart pounding, he cautiously emerged with his flashlight, only to confront a chilling sight: a solitary head staring right at him. Terrified, he sprinted out of the woods, vowing never to return. Some speculated it was a woodland spirit, while others dismissed it as a cruel prank. What do you think? Does the video capture something supernatural, or was it all just a clever trick? Australian Yahi. In the wilds of Australia, a brave explorer set out to reveal the mysteries hidden in the shadows. While trekking through the ancient forest, he spotted a strange figure hiding behind twisted trees. Its eerie presence, with long, ominous limbs and a haunting gaze, scared the life out of him. Capturing the unsettling scene on camera, he couldn't shake the feeling that he'd encountered the legendary Yahi, Australia's own version of Bigfoot. Despite skeptics' dismissals, fear gnawed at him. He felt he had crossed into a realm where reality and myth merged, leaving him with unanswered questions and a lingering unease that haunted his thoughts long after he left those eerie woods. Spooky running creature. A farmer, troubled by disappearing sheep, set up a camera overlooking his pastures. Despite the blurry footage, he captured something alarming: a creature looming over his animals, chasing them downhill. It seemed to duck as it neared the woods, towering over them in an almost impossible way. The angle and size suggested it wasn't human, yet was too large to be anything else. Could it be a humanoid giant hiding in the woods to avoid detection? It seemed crazy, but it was the only explanation for its behavior: hunting farm animals under the cover of night, unseen and unsettling. Groot. A Russian man told his friends he'd be exploring a cave at the edge of the forest. When he didn't return, they went looking for him, only to find his abandoned phone with this terrifying footage. In the footage, you can witness him running from something unseen. Yet he was clearly terrified. The video captured a glimpse of a strange, spooky creature before cutting off with his scream. His friends believe he may have been taken by this mysterious being. The footage abruptly ends here, leaving this man's fate unknown. But comment down what you think happened to that man down below. Sewer creature. A homeowner started hearing strange noises from a nearby sewer grate. Curious and a bit scared, he decided to set up a camera. To his surprise, the footage showed a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness. Determined to uncover the truth, he returned later, and what he saw chilled him. It wasn't a prankster. The figure's shape was too bizarre to be a human. Could it be a real creature? The entity seemed to be searching for something, its presence unsettling. But when it sensed the homeowner, it vanished into thin air, leaving behind an eerie mystery that still haunts him to this day. Ghoulish Humanoid. Within a secluded cave in Saudi Arabia, two adventurous men stepped in search of ghostly spirits. Little did they expect to stumble upon a chilling sight. A ghoulish creature with a humanoid upper body and a strangely wispy lower half, almost invisible to the camera. The creature seemed startled, caught off guard by their presence in its hidden sanctuary. The amateur ghost hunters speculated it might be an evil Jin in a transitional state, capable of shape-shifting between human and animal forms. This encounter left them thinking about the mysteries of the supernatural, unsure of what they had truly witnessed in that dark, eerie cave. Mexican roof guest. In Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, during 2015, a spooky video captured some creatures that locals now call the oddling. The person heard some strange noises around their house. Even the nearby birds were chirping nervously. These eerie surroundings then prompted him to grab a camera and investigate. He searched the backyard, but found nothing until a sudden loud noise from above drew his attention. Pointing the camera up, he saw a humanoid figure on the roof and was left frozen in shock. Convinced it was otherworldly, he never went to his roof alone again. What do you think it was? The guy's imagination, or did something really eerie catch his eyes? Mud creature. Take a look at this pale humanoid creature crawling out of a swamp. It was unlike any human. But what is it really? While exploring the dark woods, a group of friends found this eerie creature, unlike anything they'd ever seen. When it noticed them recording, it tried to frighten them off. The clip ended abruptly with their terrified screams echoing through the woods. The internet went wild over the sighting. People argued over its identification, but I'm convinced that it was the Rake, an elongated, pale humanoid creature, this time coming with a different strategy. Humanoid. One evening, some cave explorers went into the depths with their torches flickering against the damp walls. Strange noises echoed around them. One man, braver than the rest, followed the sounds, and from a distance, he spotted glowing eyes piercing the darkness, staring right at him. To his shock, it was a humanoid figure. The creature was standing there still, and then returned to the darkness. However, the man, in order to save his life, hurried back to his group and swore never to return. Creepy crawlers. A trail camera installed in a house deep in the woods captured a scene never seen before. The owner, spending the night there, felt an unsettling presence and heard eerie noises. Too scared to investigate, he stayed inside. The next day, he checked the camera's recording. To his surprise, he saw two black, crawling creatures resembling spider monkeys, but clearly something else was moving around. Even more disturbing was that a tree was captured swinging with no one in sight. And if you're going to say it was strong winds, how come the others were standing still? I guess we all know what these creatures were. Dogman is real. A hiker thought he was filming a bear until he reviewed the footage later on. The creature's massive body seemed bear-like, but its oddly shaped snout and humanoid hands were anything but. As the hiker kept recording, the creature turned, revealing a human-like face that totally scared the life out of him. This eerie encounter had me convinced it was a dogman sighting, a 7-foot-tall creature with a dog's body and a man's features. This story, blending the ordinary with the extraordinary, surely adds a touch of the mysterious to our world, doesn't it? Behind bars. A couple decided to explore a cave nestled among rocky hills. Inside, they discovered it was an old mine shaft sealed off by metal bars. Naturally, they entered the cave as they were curious about what lay ahead.
Did we go up there? I don't hear it anymore.
At first, they found nothing, but suddenly they spotted a pair of glowing eyes in the dark. Feeling a surge of fear, the guy quickly exited the cave, not wanting to meet whatever creature hid inside.
Go, 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 go.
So here's how those eerie eyes remain a mystery, with many guessing it might have been a Skinwalker. What do you think it was? Pixie Sighting. And now, witness this clip that's blowing up across the internet, puzzling viewers left and right. An explorer named Erwin Saunders chose to explore the remote, isolated Isles of Britain and spotted a short, eerie creature. But wait, don't you guys think it resembles a pixie? I mean, look at its skinny olive green figure and those bulging eyes and pointed ears. Seems like it's searching for something. And before this explorer could investigate further, that creature vanished into the forest. Many people on the internet claim that it's a CGI hoax, and by looking at the video's clear quality, I believe it's all real, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Cave Giant. Here's why exploring random caves isn't considered a wise decision. In January 2023, an adventurer discovered a giant creature in a Mexican cave. Though some believe it was Bigfoot, it didn't quite look like one. Even from a distance, the giant spotted the group. It clearly didn't appreciate that someone was trying to disrespect its privacy. And just as the night approached, the group decided to leave, figuring it was the safest to avoid any sort of danger. So that's why it's best to respect the unknown and give mysterious creatures their space. Gog and MOG. 2 years ago, a man posted a video of his cave exploration where he claimed to encounter Gog and MOG, allies of Satan mentioned in the Bible. He became terrified. He warned the world about the impending apocalypse they signify. Now, although nothing catastrophic has happened since, the video still raises questions. The first creature in the footage has a devilish appearance with red, glowing eyes, and the second creature evaded the camera, hinting at something equally sinister. So, are these beings truly Gog and MOG? Or perhaps there's some kind of malevolent spirits lurking in the dark? Cave Jin. A cave in a remote location was famous for being haunted. So, naturally, two daring friends, being curious about the rumors, tried to summon the entity. I mean, how brave they were. And guess what? To their shock, that creature appeared and seemed to possess one of them. The other friend was in utter shock, but still, he proved himself a good friend as he quickly began performing a religious ritual and finally managed to free his buddy. I'm totally convinced that this entity was none other than a Jin, a supernatural being from another realm. So, just as this video ends, the true events of this night remain a mystery. So remember guys, some stories and places might be better off left unexplored. Grieving creature. One night, a man decided to explore the eerie, abandoned caves known for their ghostly reputations. As he approached, he glimpsed a strange figure in the darkness. With a shaky hand, he turned on his flashlight, but was stunned by what he saw. It was no earthly creature, but an alien, looking lost and sorrowful. The man felt fear grip him at first, but then a surge of empathy washed over him. Deciding not to disturb the grieving being, he quietly retreated. He vowed never to return to that unsettling place, haunted by the encounter with the extraterrestrial and the mysteries. Creepy cave. Going on an exploration trip and finding something like this is not everyone's idea of fun. A group of friends chose to explore a cave in Sagada, Philippines, where they came across a creature with a massive skull and long, bony arms. It seemed calm at first, but when it noticed the cameras, the thing went berserk, scaring everyone away. Was it guarding something, or did it have more sinister intentions? No one knows for sure. Since that eerie encounter, locals have wisely kept their distance from the cave, leaving its mysteries undisturbed. Cave Creeper. Entering a dim cave can lead to unexpected encounters, as one brave soul discovered. While exploring, he noticed a pair of eyes peering back at him from the shadows. The creature remained hidden, evading clear view behind the rocks. It was unlike anything human, with eyes that gleamed unnaturally in the dark. Could it be a mysterious cave-dwelling creature? Well, the details of this eerie sighting remain shrouded in mystery, as the explorer wisely chose to retreat from the cave, leaving the unanswered questions behind in the gloom. Sigman. Have you ever heard of the legendary mythical beast Sigman? A Filipino man encountered this creature on his way back home. While on his walk, he heard unusual noises coming from the bushes. However, his curiosity got the better of him, and so he decided to explore. And this is what he discovered. He noticed something moving behind a wall. Having no horns, it was a creature with long ears and a tail that made him convinced it's none other than a Sigman. And just when he realized that he'd come face to face with it, he quickly took a wise decision of leaving the creature on its own. Mountain biking went wrong. One evening, some friends set out for their usual nighttime mountain biking adventure, capturing every thrilling moment on one's GoPro. Later on, when they reviewed the footage, something unnerving caught their eye. In the dim glow of the trail, a faint, translucent figure appeared on the edge of the screen, something they hadn't noticed during their ride. Upon brightening the image, they spotted the ghostly outline of a face and a wispy form. Unable to explain the spectral presence, they shared the video online, sparking intense speculation among viewers about its origin and nature. However, one thing was certain. It made them rethink their nocturnal escapades in the mountains. Possessed tunnel. Exploring the unknown always comes with risks, but for this brave soul, the excitement of discovery outweighed any fear. Just as he entered the infamous tunnel, he already knew that a kinda adventure was waiting for him, and see, he encountered not only one, but two eerie creatures having eyes glowing in the darkness. They were sneaking from the tunnel's dark shadows. And guess what? Despite encountering these creepy creatures, the man stood firm, determined to uncover more about this tunnel. And just as he ventured further, some chilling screams echoed through the tunnel. Realizing the danger, he eventually made a wise decision and retreated. Cave expedition gone wrong. A YouTuber, in search of thrilling content for his channel, chose to explore a mysterious cave. As he entered deeper into the darkness, he encountered a dreadful sight. A witch straight out of nightmares. Startled but curious, he cautiously approached these ancient ruins believed to be her lair. Suddenly, the witch emerged, casting him into a tense game of pursuit through the eerie cavern. Stones flew as she unleashed her powers, trapping him inside. As darkness closed in on the screen, viewers held their breath, wondering if the YouTuber would escape the clutches of the witch and live to share his harrowing tale. Jin. Imagine digging around in a deep cave and finding a terrifying creature staring back at you. That's what happened to a group of Arab ghost hunters. They moved a few rocks, and there it was, lurking in the shadows. The hunters, convinced they had found a Jin, quickly started reciting verses for protection. Jinns are usually invisible or look like humans or animals, but this creature might reveal their true form. With a chilling presence and sinister vibe, it left everyone spooked. What do you think this creature could be? Share your thoughts in the comments. Birdlike Monster. While filming the serene forest, the person felt an eerie presence behind him. Startled, he cautiously kept his distance. Just as he considered turning back, a gigantic, bird-like beast materialized from nowhere. Was it a resurrected Moa or a legendary forest monster? They recorded this surreal moment, urging viewers to speculate. What could this be, they asked. The mystery of the forest creature began inviting thoughts and theories from intrigued onlookers. Cave dragon. While exploring a dark cave deeply, some explorers received a surprising sight which seemed straight out of ancient legends. They spotted an eerie, spooky creature glowing in the dim light, and here it emerged.
Okay, Owen.
With its majestic presence revealing that it's a miniature dragon possessing scales that were shimmering faintly. This miniature dragon, its scales shimmering faintly, exuded a presence that seemed to embody the power of ancient myths brought to life. Each beat of its tiny wings echoed through the cavern, leaving the explorer in a mix of awe and fear. It was as if they had stumbled upon a creature that bridged the gap between folklore and reality, a reminder of the mysteries that still lurk in the depths of the earth. Eye of the Devil. As two friends made their way back home one evening, a strange feeling crept over them, like unseen eyes watching their every move. They turned, and in the darkness, two glowing orbs met their gaze. Let me tell you guys that it wasn't just any creature staring back. Fixated on them with an unsettling intensity. They exchanged nervous glances, but pressed on, hoping to shake off their unease. Yet, as they glanced back, they noticed something peculiar. That goat stood upright on its hind legs, defying nature's norms. Resting giants. Deep within the uncharted caves of the Grand Canyon, mysteries lie waiting to be uncovered. A couple exploring the caverns stumbled upon a rugged face carved into the stone, resembling a giant. Initially, they couldn't believe what they had seen. It seemed too fantastical to be real, almost like intricate carvings etched by ancient hands. They pondered who could have dared to create such a monumental face in a cave so remote and unapproachable. As they examined the colossal features, one of them speculated that these carvings might be evidence of giants, remnants of a lost civilization hinted at in myths and legends. Well, this discovery left them both in awe, imagining the stories and secrets concealed within the depths of the cave. Horned Cave Cryptid. After spotting the video, I'm torn between thinking the creature in that empty cave is paranormal, extraterrestrial, or from some ancient myth. A man used his drone to explore unknown caves and lowered it into a strange cave entrance. Suddenly, a creature unlike anything he'd ever seen emerged, a biped with goat-like horns and limbs, hiding behind the cave wall. The darkness obscured its features, and the clip abruptly ended, leaving the creature shrouded in mystery. Drain Devil. A group of guys decided to explore an old storm drain that had been closed off for ages. At first, it was just dark and kind of spooky, but as they went further in, the air got colder and creepier. The guy in front thought he saw something dart past, but nobody believed him, so they kept going. Then suddenly, a shadowy figure appeared and lunged at them. They panicked and bolted out, terrified for their lives. They swore they'd seen a monstrous creature and refused to go back in. What do you think really happened down there? Chupacabra? A man once set up his camera hoping to capture something extraordinary in the darkness. What he recorded made him scared for life. A creepy, pale figure moving stealthily on all fours across the screen. Its long limbs and slender shape defied any resemblance to human or animal. People speculated wildly. Some whispered about skinwalkers. Others claimed it might be a chupacabra. Amidst all the theories, the creature remained unidentified, its eerie presence leaving everyone uneasy. The mysterious footage left viewers wondering about the strange and unknown entities that might roam unseen in the remote corners of the world. The subscriber's pick. Here's today's subscriber's pick, which was sent to us by one of our subscribers. It reveals an eerie creature in a cave. Well, upon research, I found a spooky incident. Within a shadowy cave, a group of friends stumbled upon a sight that froze them in place. There stood a creature straight from their worst nightmares. It was small, yet eerie, its tangled fur illuminated by an otherworldly glow in its eyes. As they approached carefully, the creature stayed motionless, exuding a strong sense of fear. One of them, torn between curiosity and fear, reached out tentatively, but pulled back in sudden terror. The experience left them confused and uneasy. Some thought it might be a demon, while others speculated it was an alien. However, looking into its unsettling eyes, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were facing something genuinely sinister.